Hola peeps, this is a quick mind, body, spirit, energy check. Pick a card reading. I originally created this as a opportunity for those people who try to get individual body, mind, spirit readings from me via the Facebook group I belong to. People who didn't make the cutoff and still wanted to have an energy check. This video is for you. However, it is a public video hosted here on YouTube, so anybody who is on the YouTube platform has access to and is welcome to utilize this. So most of you guys know what pick a cards are. I won't spend a whole lot of time explaining that. Just know that you're going to pick either Lakshmi with the Gilded Tarot Royale deck for your energy check, or you're going to pick the Crone with the Light Seer's Tarot, or you're going to pick the High Priestess with the Wiser Tarot, which is a Smith-Waite deck or a Waite-Smith deck. I felt like there was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. Oh yes, super important. Your timestamps are in the description box below and also in the comments to make it easy for phone users. Thanks, guys. Hola, Team Lakshmi. So you guys are experiencing a period of extreme satisfaction with your life. Things are comfortable for you right now. Things are, dare I say, oops, I kicked the camera. Sorry about that. Dare I say, things are going your way. And as a result of that, your body itself is feeling nice and relaxed. All things are running at, what's it called, full cylinders or something like that when you're talking about cars. I don't know the exact wording, but my point is this. Your senses are intact, meaning your physical senses, hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, touching. Your body itself is functional. You are feeling full of energy, full of life. In fact, you might even be inspired now to start a new workout routine. So enjoy that. For your mind, what I'm finding here is that you are indeed coming to a place of complete peace. And in fact, as I said earlier with your body reading, see, your Nine of Cups is the body reading. Here in the Six of Swords, you're going from having been in a period of anxiety, stress, doubt, fear, even possibly trauma. I hope not, but you know, trauma is a real thing. We experience it. And so you are now coming out of that, and your mind is much more peaceful and much more relaxed than it's been in a very long time. And the good news is it's going to continue in that vein for a while to come. So look forward to for continued peace of mind going forward. And then finally, for your spirit check, once again, you are feeling really, really good. See, we've got the victory card here with the Six of Wands, and we've got the Six of Cups, right? So that leads me to believe that the hard time you're coming out of was a period of healing. And you have recently healed some of your past hurts, inner child wounds. They don't have to necessarily be from your, like when you were physically, excuse me, sorry, when you were physically actually a child. They could also be something that was in a distant past for you. So for those of you who believe in past lives, it could be healing that you've recently done around past life, maybe vows taken in a past life, or traumas, bonds that you were stuck with from a past life, and you've carried that energy into, and you had carried that energy into this life. And then for others of you, it is your actual childhood self that you've recently healed wounds from that period of your life. And then for yet others of you, it's going to be that it's something that happened more than a decade ago. You weren't necessarily a child at the time, but you it's been a long time ago. So you were in a different stage of life then than you are now. And having committed yourself to healing from those wounds, whether they were past life wounds, which is the ultimate of spiritual, or they were wounds from this lifetime, but from your past, that healing is lending itself to, or sorry, I didn't say that right. That time that you spent healing is producing for you spiritual victory. You feel like you can fly. Now, I, of course, don't mean actual flying, so don't nobody jump out any windows. What I'm saying is you don't feel hindered or blocked the way you had for a very long time, dare I say the majority of your life. So now things are soaring for you. Life is feeling good internally. And as the result of it feeling good internally, spiritually, you got that peace in your mental life, and then your body feels good and relaxed. Hey, I want to add one more thing about the body, okay? So if you haven't already done so, and I feel like some of you have, and this is part of why you've been feeling good, but if you haven't already done so, find a way to get yourself a massage. If you cannot go and treat yourself to it because it costs too much money, it's not affordable for you at this time, do a massage swap with someone you love and trust. So my boyfriend and I, when we first moved in together, things change over time, but when we first moved in together, we had the habit of giving each other massages every week. And man, you know what? I'm just going to shoot straight. We got along better back then. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please continue to ask for readings. If you are from the group that I have created this video for, please feel free to keep looking for when I post that I'm doing readings. I think I'm going to be doing them in that group on Mondays. If you just happen to be a follower of my channel, a subscriber to my channel, thank you. I love all 7 of you. And I appreciate your being here. If you're not already a subscriber, please be sure to go ahead and like this video, comment on it. These things help YouTube push it out there to other people who might be interested in what we're doing here together and becoming a part of our collective. And then, of course, yes, subscribe. You subscribing to the video helps subscribing to the channel helps you know when I upload other videos. I do the either a pick a card or a timeless, or a pick a card that is timeless reading every single week on this channel. So if you are not a member of the Facebook group, I believe it's called Absolutely Free Tarot Readings for anybody who is not already a member and would like to become a member. If you're not someone who's active on Facebook and your preference is YouTube, subscribe here and you will, you will get my content. You'll get notifications the minute I drop something. Then, of course, those of you who already subscribed to the channel know that I also have my other channel. It's Sean Wilson. And that's where I had the podcast for people who are interested in being encouraged to pursue their dreams. All right, this has gone on long enough. See you guys later. Bye. Hey, group crone, or crone group, team crone. I don't know how best to say it. Crone's it's an odd little word that we don't use every day, but hello to those of you who chose crone for your reading. Listen, before I get started, I just want to give you a heads up that there is a leaf blower, a guy with a leaf blower making a lot of noise outside my window. So if you hear the noise, that's what it is. Please forgive it. Okay, I'm looking at your cards and I'm liking what I see. So first, we have in your body position, King of Wands. This speaks to the fact that you are super duper passionate about taking care of your body. Now, for some of you, this may be a new thing. This passion may be something that you've just started to develop, maybe because you've previously had some health issues, or you've just started to feel like you should do better about taking care of your physical self. For others of you, this has been a lifelong passion. You're that person that played team sports, you love going to the gym, you love reading articles about nutrition and working out. And for even others of you, you're fascinated by healthcare. And while you may not have taken made the choice to go into healthcare as a profession, you love reading like WebMD and Healthline and stuff like that. So if you're in that third camp, and it's just been theory for you so far, your King of Wands in the body position is saying to you, go ahead and start putting some of what you're learning into practice. Make it the way you take care of yourself and not just theoretical. But yeah, this is where you guys live in the body space. You are passionate about taking care of your body. If you have a workout routine and it's starting to get stale to you, go ahead and find a new one. There are many ways. If you're someone who's been running running, like it sounds like I've been doing, because I did just run up the stairs. But if you're someone who was running for your exercise, maybe, or you did calisthenics or you did cycling, maybe try a dance class and something that has more of a mind-body connection. Dance class, yoga, tai chi, things like that. Those are my preferred ways of working out. I'm absolutely gaga for YouTube videos because YouTube videos give me multiple ways to cross train. Okay, so in your mind position, which is the strength card here, you have achieved or are working towards achieving a healthy balance between your divine feminine and your inner masculine, between your yin and your yang, between your lion and your lamb. And because of that, your thoughts are more peaceful than they have been for a very long time. Now, if you happen to be drawn to more than one reading and you listen to reading number 1, that was the Lakshmi reading, I mentioned a peaceful mind in that one too, but it's a different kind of peace, okay? So with your reading here, you crone guys, okay, that's absolutely just wrong. You can't be crone guys because crone is older woman. But anyway, those of you who chose crone, this peace in your mind comes from the activities you have been taking. Okay, so it's not peace from stillness, it's peace from balanced activity, and activity that has been inspired, of course, by the thoughts that you have. And because you are having, oops, sorry, I kicked your camera. Because you are having that kind of, you're starting to see like the fruits of your thoughts. Let me make that clearer. You're having thoughts, you're acting on those thoughts in an appropriate manner. When it calls for when a situation calls for gentleness, you're doing that. When a situation calls for strength, you're approaching it that way. And being able to decipher when gentleness is called for from when assertiveness, we shall say, and sometimes even aggression is called for, being able to balance that out, or rather to decipher that and make choices accordingly on how to handle situations, you are balancing out the energy. So instead of just being passive all the time, like some of you might have been before, or just feeling like you have to like fight to make life happen for you, as some of us, notice I say us, feel like we have to do sometimes, you are starting to be able to discern which energy is needed, which energy is needed when. All right, so that's going on in your mind. And then here, for those of you in Crone team Crone, I'm gonna have to work that out, you guys. Anyway, those of you who chose pile number 2, you're in your spirit position, you have death and rebirth. Now, everybody who follows a lot of tarot has heard tarot readers say that the death card doesn't mean literal death, or it rarely means literal death, that what it means is transition. There's a change that's going to be happening in your life, the ending of something so something new can start up. What I love about this particular deck that I use for your reading is that they have 2 indications of the rebirth side of things, right? You've got the fact that instead of having a skull that we're looking at the face, you've got this reflection of like, it's not even a reflection. It's probably like a window, like looking into what is ahead. I love that. And then, of course, like in the Rider-Waite-Smith or any Waite-Smith deck, you have the sun up in the horizon, right? And then the other thing that I love that this card has, the creator of this deck, Chris Ann is her name, decided to do is include the word rebirth and not just have the word death on it. Gotta love this deck. Most people love this deck. It's the Light Seer's Tarot if you don't already recognize it. I will have in the description box here, I will have a link to my favorites list on Etsy where you can find all of the decks that I use in all of my readings. But anyway, getting back to you and what's going on for you spiritually right now, it is a transition. And it is a positive transition, though some people would say all transitions are positive. You are actually being elevated. Okay. For some of you, you're having a spiritual awakening. For some of you, you're becoming aware of things that you didn't know before. And this new awareness, while it is creating a necessity for loss, letting go of old things that aren't serving you anymore or will not serve you in the future, it is at the same time magnetizing you towards things that are going to help you get to your highest good. I'm also being called to tell you, consider not just praying to whatever God or goddess you believe in, whatever spirit guides, spirit animals you are connected with, but also your higher self. In this transition that you are experiencing right now, your higher self is coming more into play in your day-to-day, not just in your major life events, like things indicated by the Strength card, which is major arcana, or the Death card, which is also major arcana, but in your day-to-day. Your higher self knows things that your, shall we say, corporal self needs to know, has insights. I tend to personally believe that the higher self is connected to all versions of me in all times. And I just recently started being someone who believes in past lives and future lives. But we won't get into that right now. What I will say is, hey, you guys, that's your reading, your body, your mind, and your spirit. I hope this was helpful for you. If you came here from the Absolutely Free Readings group, Absolutely Free Tarot Readings group in Facebook, and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to that right now. By subscribing to my channel, you will receive from me at least once a week a reading that is either a pick a card reading or a timeless reading, or a pick a card reading that happens to be timeless. Also, be sure to comment, like, all the good things, because that helps YouTube know that people like this content, and it will help it reach more people who have a similar interest to you and me. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking around. I think at the time that I'm making this video, I have like 7 subscribers, and you guys are loyal, and I appreciate that. If you're interested in the Facebook group that I've mentioned twice now in this video, again, it's called Absolutely Free Tarot Readings. I like it there, and I'm brand new. Okay. I sound like I'm high, but I'm not. I'm going to sign off now. Bye. Hello, High Priestess group. Thank you for being here today. Okay, so I have for you your body card, your mind card, and your spirit card. Now, if you happen to be someone who listened to all 3 of the groups in this video today, you're gonna notice that I had a very different energy in all 3 of them. It sounds kind of crazy, and it's just, I don't know, that's just me today. I am in a great mood. So it's manifesting itself in many different ways. So let's get started with your reading. In your body position, you have the 3 of Wands. And what that says to me is that you are someone who is feeling stable and secure in your life for the first time, actually in a very long time. And you're very excited about the fact that you are feeling that sense of stability. I also am feeling called to let you know this doesn't mean that you should be careless about your body, or even too carefree, because there is something that you have recently experienced that made you feel weak, that you weren't at full strength. For some of you, it may be COVID. You know, this is, we're not even a full year into vaccines being available for COVID. So some of you might have dealt with COVID or are dealing with it now. For others of you, it might be something that's a long-term condition that you've had, possibly something chronic. And for others of you, it might be an indication that there's something that is hereditary, something that's in your family that, you know, rears its ugly head every once in a while. So you see how he's holding on to this wand here? That just says to me to give you just a word of caution to, you know, feel strong, know you can stand on your own 2 feet, but be sure to get the aid, the help, the medical guidance that you need. And for those of you who don't have the habit of taking your regular doctor visits, make sure you continue, or make sure you start doing that. And for those who've already been doing it, make sure you continue to do so. You want to keep an eye on your health, even though right now you are feeling pretty good. In the mind position, we have the Hierophant. And here you are being being, there's a reflection of the fact that you are being run right now by very old teachings. They could be things that you learned in regards to your, like, say, your field of work, that there's starting to be a transition, a change, a shift in the area where you work, and you're resistant to go with the flow and move towards or work with the changes, right? So remember Blockbuster? Yeah, they didn't adjust to what Netflix brought. And so now there is no Blockbuster. You don't want to be the Blockbuster of your life, okay? So if there's something going on in your life that requires you to change the way you think, to let go of very old, maybe even legacy mindset kinds of things, established kinds of things, you are being guided right now to go ahead and let yourself release that tight hold they're having on you. Those thoughts are having on you, okay? You have to let yourself grow. Hey, listen, we progress, period. That's life. Life is always moving forward. Societies are always moving forward. Technologies are always moving forward. Fields of study are always moving forward. Some people go into, please don't be offended if you're one of these people, go into the field of academia because of the fact that it gives them the sense of security of knowing the rules. Well, rules are constantly changing. And what's happening here with the Hierophant being in your mind position is that you are being reminded that these rules changing is completely out of your control, and you need to go ahead and work with what is. Move forward. And then finally, we have in the Spirit position your the Four of Wands in your Spirit position. So with this card, I'm getting a few things that are coming through for you. The first of which, and possibly most important, is joy, satisfaction, fulfillment. You have the security of knowing that all is right in your world. Enjoy that right now while it is the case. I have a feeling if I was doing a full reading for you guys right now and I flipped a card, I would pull the Wheel of Fortune, and it would be to remind you that life is always turning. Life is cyclical. So sometimes we'll be in really, really bad times and it can feel like that's going to be forever. But no, what happens is eventually something good comes up, right? Same here. Oh, God, I sound like Debbie Downer, but things can shift at a moment's notice. And my point in bringing that up to you is not to make you full of fear, not to make you go, well, I knew life couldn't stay good, but to say to you, fully throw yourself into the enjoyment of the good that is in your life right now. And this is good on an energetic level. People are loving you, guys and girls are looking at you guys and girls and non-binary people are looking at you as you walk down the street. Opportunities are coming your way because you are so high vibration right now. That's what I'm getting here with the Four of Wands in your spirit position. You are so high vibration that you're almost like you're like a manifestation magnet, right? You're just like drawing good things to you. So have you guys ever noticed that when a star, like say there's an actor and they get a role that becomes their big break, and then the next thing you know, you see that person everywhere. And for those of us that are the audience members, in the world, we're like, God, he's everywhere. God, she's everywhere. Like, take a break, and then, first it's like, oh, I love this person. And then it's like, oh, I'm so sick of seeing her face, right? Well, what they're doing is they're making use of, that's not the word I mean. They are making the most of the fact that this is their time, right? So all these opportunities are coming their way and they're taking it all and they're making as much money as they can because, as we all know, fame is fleeting. Well, once again, not to sound like Debbie Downer, but that's what you're getting here with this Four of Wands in your spirit space. You have so much good. Enjoy it all. Don't lock yourself away and be like, oh, I need a break. It's too much. Enjoy it all. Enjoy as much of it as you can. Okay, you guys, that's what I got. Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot this part. Super important. Keep doing what you're doing that made you become high vibrational to begin with. Because even though there are some, there's going to be times when things aren't all working out for you, having those practices and behaviors, those healing modalities in place, having that as your habit will help you get through the more difficult times with more ease. Okay. That's what I got for you right now. You guys, thank you for being here. Listen, if you came from the absolutely free tarot readings Facebook group and are not yet subscribed to my channel, this is the perfect time for you to do it. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. Of course, you know this already. YouTube will let you know every time I put out a video, especially if you hit that bell icon and make it dark. Okay. So I do a tarot video at least once a week. Once a week, you will get from me a pick a card reading, a timeless reading, or a pick a card reading that is timeless. If you are already a subscriber of mine and not from that Facebook group, thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate you being here. You guys watch my videos every week, and the fact that you are doing that is helping YouTube know to put it out to other people. Speaking of, whichever camp you come from, also comment on the video, because those comments trigger that algorithm, and again lets YouTube know people are engaging with this content, loving it, and they will put it out to more tarot lovers like ourselves. Okay, you guys, that's what I got. Thank you for being here. Oh, one last thing. My other channel, Sean Wilson, that's where like all my actory stuff is, and the podcast that I do that encourages you to pursue your dreams. So if that is a type of encouragement that you need, be sure to check that out. Okay, bye.